Hey guys, it's Asima. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be doing a full face of Wet n Wild makeup, and this is the look that I've created. Look, don't come for me. I know this lip does not go with this eye, but we're shopping on the internet blind, people. Like, I have no idea. Like, I ordered something and it comes a completely different color, but it is what it is. This is like 2020 part 2, and yeah. We just gotta make do with what we've got. So without me rambling on too much, let's get straight into the makeup. Okay, so first thing on the menu is this. It's the Wet n Wild multi-use rose oil, and look how cute this is. It literally has rose petals in there. I feel like it looks super romantic and it looks quite hydrating, and I hope it smells like rose because I love rose scented things. Let's have a smell. Yeah, it smells like roses. I'm doing this as if I'm doing skincare at night. No, I'm just gonna rub that in. I have oily skin and I'm putting on oil as a primer on top, so I am curious to see how this is gonna work. That actually smells divine and it is hydrating on the skin. It doesn't feel too thick, like it's gonna clog up my pores. It's quite like a thin oil. I feel like it's been absorbed into the skin quite quickly, so that feels very nice on the skin. Now for foundation, I have the Photo Focus foundation and I've got it in the shade Golden Beige. I've heard amazing things about this foundation. Like, it's dewy, it's full coverage, it's literally everything I look for in a foundation. Oh yeah, okay, has like a little spatula kind of applicator. This foundation already, I can tell it has a really good like yellow undertone, so I think it'll be good for my skin tone. I actually quite like the spatula. I don't think it's the most hygienic thing ever, but I quite like it. See what kind of coverage it is. All I can smell is rose because of that primer, and oh my god, I love it. Okay, so far I feel like I'm getting medium coverage. It's very, very dewy. Okay, some blemishes on this side, so it'll be interesting to see if this foundation can cover it, but I do think I'm gonna need a lot more than I initially put on my skin. This is one layer of foundation on my skin, and for a good skin day, this would be the most beautiful foundation because it's very, very luminous, so dewy, makes your skin look so healthy. It's got like medium coverage, I'd say. It is so lightweight. Yeah, I'm loving this. This in summer would be incredible. So let's see how it like kind of builds up. That is the foundation on the skin, and honestly, I love this. This is beautiful. This is the first time I'm ever wearing Wet n Wild foundation, and wow. It looks so healthy, so dewy, so like it's good coverage. I wouldn't say it's like full beat mask level coverage, but I would say it's between medium to full coverage. I feel like my skin still looks like skin. So for concealer, I have this concealer. It's the Photo Focus concealer and it's in the shade light medium beige. This also looks like very yellow tone, looks like a very good match for me. Let's conceal. I also heard really, really good things about this concealer, so I have high hopes. Okay, I don't like the doe foot. I feel like it doesn't get a lot of product on. The consistency of this concealer actually reminds me a lot of the NARS, what's it called now? Yeah, this concealer has a very like kind of thick consistency, which I think will be really nice. You know, when it's thick, it's usually gonna give you full coverage. So I've just dipped into this about 10 million times. Okay, not only is that full coverage, but it is another super lightweight consistency. It felt thick going on, but it blends out so seamlessly. it doesn't look cakey or thick under the eyes, and it's covered my dark circles. Like, I am hella impressed with that. That just looks fabulous. I'll come in a little bit closer and you can just see the skin genuinely looks so healthy. Because we are super glowy, we are going to powder because we do need to kind of tone down some of these super glowy areas. So I've got the Wet n Wild pressed powder, and this is in the shade Natural Beige, and it's a nice like yellow toned nude. Oh, you get a little bit of kickback in this. Okay, that's just mattified me down quite nicely without like changing the color or anything. So this is a good shade for the concealer and the foundation. It's a good match. Oh, that's really nice. Like, it's such a like fine powder. It's not even that drying under the eyes. Like, I want to come in a little bit closer, but that is a really good powder. I'm shook. How is all of this good? Genuinely, this whole full face of Wet n Wild products probably cost me around 30 to 40 pounds. I did buy quite a few bits in the Black Friday sales. So for us in the UK, I feel like it's only been readily available for the past year or two. Like, I used to watch YouTubers and they used to rave about all of this Wet n Wild stuff, and I just used to be like, oh, I wish we could get that here. And we finally can, and I'm genuinely telling you guys that the foundation, concealer and powder are actually incredible. Like, this could be a going out base, an event base, an everyday base. This is a good base. Because the brand is so cheap, there's not going to be any mirrors in any packaging. I mean, it does annoy me a little bit. It does. For like contouring situation, I've got the contouring palette in the shade Dolce de Leche, and on one side we've got like a yellow based powder, on the other side you've got like a contouring cool toned bronzer. So like, generally I've been enjoying like bronzing with this kind of angled brush. I feel like gets into the grooves very nicely. So this shade I think looks really nice. It's in between like cool and warm for my skin tone, so I think I'll get away with like contouring and bronzing with this. So let's get straight into it. So I like to start off like this and then drag it up like this. You know what, honestly that is very cool tone. It looks a lot warmer in the pan. It's not too pigmented. It's like a medium level of pigmentation, so you're going to be able to build this up quite nicely. Oh, it's blending so nicely, no patchiness. I'm shook. I am shook. This, I was not expecting everything to be this good. I was expecting some of this stuff to be a little bit shoddy. But what? Yes, just freaking yes. Contour my little nose. Well, my big nose into a little nose. Oh my god, my earring just fell off. What? Okay guys, I've put my earring back on and my entire face has a lot of dimension in it. Like, this is giving me J-Lo bronzing goodness. I am shocked. I'm blown away by this. Like, this is a bronzer contour. It takes a lot for someone to get excited about a bronzer contour. This is genuinely, it's so nice. It's cool toned, right? But it's not too red. I hate anything that pulls red on my skin tone. This one pulls like brown gray. I really recommend this. So I'm going to use this powder as well, just out of curiosity, because the contour was so good. Let's see if the like matching highlighting powder is good as well. So I'm just going to put a little bit like here. Okay, that's just doing the most. You know what, that is actually brightening and it has a little bit of coverage in there. God, why is this makeup so good? What? So we're moving on to blush, and that's probably going to be incredible. So for blushy blush, I've got this. It's the Wet n Wild blusher in the shade Mellow Wine. Now, fun story, whilst I tried to open this, I actually ordered this. I forgot what site I ordered it off, but Basically, I was totally winging it because the colors on the website were actually so bad, like they just did not match up to the description and whatever. So I kind of winged it with the shade, and to be honest, I ain't mad at it. I actually don't have a color like this in my collection, like a very mauvey red. So let's take that up here. Okay, that's really nice. Looks like a satin finish. Oh my god, that blends out so nice. Okay, so that is my blush situation. Oh my god, I'm so nicely blushed and I'm obsessed, so obsessed with this. I've discovered that when you actually wear a lot of blush, it looks like you're literally a walking talking Instagram filter. It looks so good. I think blush is the key to making your whole face look snatched. It's just so pretty. Oh my god, this is something I'm really excited about that I've used before, is the highlighter. So this is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powder, and it's in the shade Precious Petals. This is actually what it looks like. This highlighter does not mess around. It's like some serious glow. Like boom. And it's like a really pretty champagne-y shade. It's like silver gold. Oh, it's so flattering. I feel like this is the kind of highlighter that would be flattering on everybody. A bit up here, a little bit up here. Not like I need to be extra glowy, but it is what it is. And this highlighter is like £5, which is actually incredible for the price. That is just incredible. It's such a beautiful highlighter. Like if you've looked at this and thought, oh my god, I need to pick it up, you do. It's that good. And it's not really picked up on any texture or anything. Next, I'm doing my brows with this baby right here. It is the Ultimate Brow Pencil and it's in the shade Medium Brown. So just gonna spoolie through them. I like to do that to get rid of all the excess product. What I have to say about this brow pencil is that the actual like brow pencil part of it is quite thick and it's not super like pigmented, which I like because you can control it, but because it's so thick you don't have ultimate control. I like something a little bit more thin. To spritz the face, I have this Wet n Wild Photo Focus setting spray, and it's got a natural finish. To be honest, right, this is so cute. Like, look at the packaging. It actually reminds me so much of like a little pill. And my husband is a pharmacist, so I just find it like very cute and ironic. Let's spritz it. Ooh, it's not the finest mist. This is gonna literally hit my face with force. That actually smells so good, like peachy kind of scent, but then it kind of, you can smell like the alcohol smell afterwards. That was really weird in terms of scent. Pleasant and then not so pleasant. And the spritzer on this will hit you in the face. Like, this is some strong spritz. But I like the way it's kind of made my makeup all dewy again, but then it kind of feels like it's setting it down because there's definitely alcohol in this. It's going to be a little bit drying on the skin. So for eyeshadow, we have options. So I've got two of the palettes here. I've got this one in the shade Comfort Zone and this one in the shade Rosé in the Air. This one is actually a dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. That's why I've got it. I've literally never used this one. I've used this one before, but I can't remember what I thought of the formula. So let's go into the palette. I think I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use the Comfort Zone one. Let me show you guys the colors in more depth. This is the color story of the palette. So I'm going to go into this top shade called Transition and very obviously use it as a transition shade. It's soft, they're blending out, there's pigment, not bad. This is coming off a lot orange than it looked in the pan. In the pan it looks a little bit more brown. Okay, so that is the transition shade on. Right, I think we might go into this transition shade right here, like the more kind of plummy one. Okay, that's showing up. I honestly thought it was going to be a little bit more plum, but it just kind of comes out a little bit mauvey. Colors are building nicely, no patchiness. So that is what the eyeshadow is looking like so far. Yeah, I was going to cut the crease, but then I'm thinking let's test the shimmers. Let's just see how it kind of shows up on top of the shadows, because my crease is not completely covered. I think I'm just being a little bit lazy today. Yeah, I'm going into this blue shade here. I've swatched it. It doesn't actually come off that blue. It's more like a mauvey red with lots of blue glitters and reflex in there. Okay, so that is the colour on the lid. Nice. Not doing the most, but nice. Okay, so that is the shadow on both eyes. And to be honest, it looks nice. But I still feel like I want to give it something a little bit more. So I might go in with this shade, the white one, right in the centre. Okay, that's just lighten up the eyes a little bit. I feel like it's made my eyes look a little bit more awake. Really opened up my eyes. So I'm just popping that in the center. Ooh, I'm liking that. So I think I might take a mixture of these two. So on the outer part of the under eye, I'm gonna use this one, plummy one. And then I'm gonna use the green on the inner part, just to kind of use all the colors and see what the payoff's like and stuff. It's so pigmented. What? Okay, the dark one is basically black with like bronzy purple glitters in it. Can you see how intense that color is? Because I haven't got liner, so might as well do it with a bit of shadow. Right? Oh my god, I look a little bit crazy now. I'm going to take that green shade, take on the inner portion. Okay, you know what guys, that is also black, but with green glitters in there. And when it comes on the eye, it basically looks black. Right, I think I might take this green shade and pop it on top of this black and see what happens. And then right in the inner corner, I'm going to take a little bit of that white shade and just pop it here. And a little bit under the brow bone. And that is my completed eye look. That is actually so much more dramatic than I thought it was going to be. So my overall thoughts on those eyeshadows were that they were nice, they were pigmented. They're not exactly the best quality shadows. And the shimmers, they did not give me all of that. Like, it's nice, it's there, but it's not like life-changing. It didn't make me ooh or ah, any of that. So average. A few of those shades were just black, basically just straight up black with a few glitters in there. Yeah, overall I'm a fan of the look. It's a lot more dramatic than I thought it was going to be, but yeah, I'm into it. Right, so next, mascara. So I've got the Skinny mascara, and let me show you guys the brush. I'm so excited to use this. Like, how thin is that? It's like the thinnest brush I think I've ever seen. That took me a hot minute to build these lashes. They're not like the thickest lashes, they're not the most wispy, they're quite straight, they're not very curled, but they're there. I'm not mad at these lashes, they're nice, and they're for someone with a lot of patience. Even with the bottom lashes, I thought it was gonna do like amazing things to my bottom lashes, but average bottom lashes. But overall, nice mascara. I think it's very nice if you want like all of your mascaras to look very like fanned, to not be clumpy, lengthened. So nice, but not life-changing. Last but not least, we're doing lips. Got like a lip liner and a lipstick. If you can see that, it's like a pinky shade. Then I've got like a nudie shade, and then I've got a pink liquid lipstick. Let me swatch all the lip stuff before I put it on. So this is the liquid lipstick in the shade Rebel Rose. It's like a super pink color. So that is Rebel Rose. To be honest, I've been really into pinks recently, so that's up my street. This is the lipstick. This is what it looks like, another pink one. And this is in the shade Rose and Slay. So I'm gonna pop that next to, ooh, that's a really pretty pink. And I think I might use the liquid lipstick and then put that one on top. So it's that one here. Very nice. And then I also have a lipstick in the shade Skinny Dipping, and this is the shade. This is a matte lipstick. It's this shade right here. I feel like that is so pretty. That's gonna be like a very nice everyday nude. Now we're gonna start off with the lip liner. And how long is this? This is massive, like literally so much bigger than your average lip liner. And this is in the shade Fab Fuchsia. It's actually more like a purpley lip liner. This entire makeup look is gonna be so random. Okay, they're not calling this Fab Fuchsia for nothing. Like literally look at the shade, it's so fuchsia. Okay, that is literally the most pink thing I've literally ever seen. Oh my god, how pink are these lips? So next I'm gonna go in with the liquid lipstick. This is like such an auntie color. You know, your auntie that does not know how to wear makeup, and she literally wears the most random colors and they don't suit her skin tone. Like that is, it's this. Right, so I'm taking the liquid lipstick and popping it on. Yeah, I feel like it's toned it down a notch. Okay, so that feels really comfortable on the lips so far. I'm gonna wait for that to dry down a little bit, and then I'm gonna add some lipstick on top. I'm so not digging this lip look right now, not because of the products, just the colors with this eye. It's just, this is too random, but we're gonna persevere and we're gonna put this like moisturizing lipstick on. Oh my god, I love the formula of this lipstick. It's so moisturizing. Like it honestly feels like I've got a gloss on the lips. But that is so comfortable. What? So yeah, that is like my full face of Wet n Wild, and I ain't mad at it. I'm actually quite liking this. Yeah, first of all, this makeup look is completely random, completely, but somehow I'm into it, I'm digging it. Wet n Wild base products are absolutely incredible, like genuinely really good. Foundation, concealer, contour, powder, fab, like actually fab. Lip products I also think are very fab. I'll tell you things that I weren't, you know, super excited about. Eyebrow pencil, mascara, eyeshadow, like the shimmers. It's nice, it's there, but it's not blowing me away. The mascara does not give you like amazing lashes straight away, and my lashes are quite long, so to make them look really good, it's not that hard. Like, I feel like I'm having a decent eyebrow day, but it's not the best eyebrow day, so yeah. Overall, I think like I'm really pleasantly surprised with all these Wet n Wild products. Like I was expecting it to find a lot of misses, but I found a lot of hits. If you've ever been wondering about any of these products before buying, especially like the foundation and the concealer and that kind of stuff, then I absolutely approve it. Like I think the formulas are great. One more note, I use the oil primer on oily skin, and to be honest, I'm not looking that oily right now, so I think that's a winner as well. So yeah, overall I'm just like I'm chuffed with how my makeup has come out. So if you've enjoyed this video, then make sure you give it a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe and join my YouTube family, and I'll see you in the next one.